guys, it's Karen again and welcome to another video. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. And today we're going to have makeup wars between Revlon Candid and MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So these two are going to be head to head, and we're going to try them during the day and see durability, and we'll see which one of them has higher coverage with little as possible, a little amount of material as possible. So let's try them out. I'm going to use this side with my Revlon Candid. This is in the shade 230, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. It has SPF of 15, and this is in the shade 4.75 or N4.75. So these two, and we have to start with a primer, and I'm using my e.l.f. This is the Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm just going to apply it all over my face. It looks like a cream. The consistency of this primer is just like a cream, and I'm just going to take on my finger, warm it like that, and apply it to my face. Take some more, took two very small amount. So, and of course my face is already moisturized and everything is already happening there. So I want to take as little as I can, but I still want it to be a good amount all over my face of primer on both sides, so neither side will be in disadvantage just because I didn't prime properly. So I am priming all over my face. So this is the putty primer. It has a very nice scent to it. So this is the e.l.f. putty primer. Okay, now we're ready, and as I said, half of my face, which is this side, is going to be with MAC, and this side is going to be with Candid. So let's see. Let's start with the Candid. This is in the shade 230, which is the shade that I found that is the best shade for me. And I'm going to take my sponge, and I'm going to theoretically use only half of it. I think I'm going to do like this, and okay, other side. So this side is going to be with the Revlon Candid, and the other side is going to be with MAC. My mistake, never mind. And if you can see, I took too much amount of material, like I'm using my whole face, but I'm just doing half of my face with the Revlon Candid with half of the sponge. So, and the side of my nose and on my forehead until the middle, like so. Very, very thin layers. I'm adding very, very small amount of product. You don't want it to be like I put makeup on. So when you're using when you're applying the foundation, apply it in small amounts and don't put the whole amount in one go. Just layer, very thin layers. So half of my face. So this half is with the Revlon Candid, so this half will be with the MAC. It doesn't really matter, but that's what happened. Okay, and I don't have a pump. Okay, let's take a bit on the back of my hand and just put it in the middle. And I don't know why I have a pump, I just have to put it on. Okay, this is not fun at all. Okay, I hope I have enough material here. And let's take the other side of the sponge. This is the clean side, and I'm taking the MAC and I'm applying it to this side with the other side of the sponge. And because I don't have the pump, I took a very small amount. I think too small. I need some more for the forehead. So let's take some more and add like that. I need to apply the palm. It's very time consuming to do it like this. I don't know why they don't put the pump. Why would anyone want to use this one without a pump? I don't know. Okay, this is the side of the MAC. And on my forehead. Like that. And the side of my nose. Okay, so thin layers always, unless you really want people to see that you're wearing makeup, which is usually not what we're looking for. You don't want people to know that we're having foundation on our face, and this is the way to do it. Thin coats, thin layers. Okay, that's it. I have foundation. Okay, let's go closer. Well, you can see that you can still see all the spots that I have on my face on this side and on that side as well, but you know that foundation is not meant to cover these. I have to spot conceal them with my concealer. Okay, this is the MAC and this is the Revlon. I just need to remember, and I just put them like that so I remember. One side is the MAC, one side is the Revlon, and I will not forget. And now for concealer, I have this concealer by Candid, also by Revlon. This is in the shade 030. I'm going to use it on both sides. So just applying a tiny bit to my inner corner and a tiny bit on my outer corner. And let's let it sit for 1 second and apply this to the lid. This is the Wet n Wild. This is called Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. And I don't know if it has a tint to it or a color to it, but this is the one I have. Just going to apply it on my lid like so. We'll go over it with my sponge in a minute. So if it doesn't look perfect, it will be in a minute with the sponge. Yeah, okay, so let's take the sponge and sponge away the concealer. Just tapping, 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 tapping. Yep. The tapping song. I'm just tapping it. I just want to insert the concealer as much as I can, so it will have a very thin layer of concealer. Okay. Now let's take the same concealer and let's spot conceal. And I'm just taking my brush. Taking a brush and taking a bit from the wand and adding it to places that I need more coverage, and I will tap it in a minute with the sponge. And since I want to control the amount of product, I'm using this method. And I have here a large area to conceal and a bit more here. So this is why I'm using the brush. It is a very small brush and I love using this for this spot concealing. I have anywhere else to spot conceal? No. Oh, a bit on my nose. Just with the residue. I'm not taking more material. And I'm just going to sponge. And very lightly, because I want it to stay there. So just very light coverage. And as I said, to my lid as well. Okay. This is it. I have concealer on, and next up is the powder, and I'm using my BH Cosmetics. This is the under eye brightening powder. I'm going to use it with a brush to my under eye area. So I'm just taking my small brush and tapping off the excess and taking a very small amount of powder to my under eye area, like that. Okay, and now I'm going to take a different powder because this is just for the under eye, and I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me. This is the matte and poreless in the shade 115. You can see that I hit pan in a big way here. I had another one by Essence that I really loved, but the lid broke and then it fell on the floor and into gazillion pieces, so I had to throw it away, of course. And it's a bummer because I really love Essence powders. So I'm just tapping it all over my face. Don't ever do that. That's moving everything you did. Just tap it. Tap, 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 tap. I've lost my mind, I guess. Okay, next up I have this baby by Focallure. This is the Sculpt and Glow in the shade 03. And I'm going to take my sculpturing brush. This is called the Chiseler by AWB Makeup. I'm just taking from this brown color here and adding to Sculpt. So it's called Sculpt and Glow. And I'm just adding it under my cheekbone. And if you're asking yourself, why am I looking at that direction all the time? It's just because my son is sitting here. Okay, yeah, you hear him? Okay, so I'm contouring and both sides and like that below the bone of my cheekbone here, just below it. I think I did more on this side than on this side, but that's okay. Okay. Yep, it looks okay here. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm taking the same set. I'm going to take my fan brush and take the highlighter side. This one here, it's a gold, beautiful highlighter. And I'm just highlighting like that. And I had a problem with my camera and I did a break of about 45 minutes because something went wrong with the battery or the card. I don't know. No, not the battery, the card, something happened. So I had to take a break of about 45 minutes. And so we can see after 45 minutes the status of the foundation. And I must say that both of them look okay. And here I took too much of the sculpturing, the contouring. Okay, so let's continue. And I'm adding now light bronzer. This is my NARS Laguna bronzer. This is how it looks like in the inside. Very beautiful warm color, and I'm just going to add it to my cheeks and above my bone. And well, recently I've changed my routine and I put the highlighter first, and on top of it I'm adding the bronzer, and I don't know, it feels like it's doing a better job like this than before. And again on the other side, just adding the bronzer and the perimeter of my forehead as well, like that. Okay, I like this. And now let's add some, just a second, I'll just close that bronzer and take my e.l.f. This is the Prime Infused Blush in the shade Always Cheeky. This is a beautiful cheeky color as a blusher. And as I said before, if you're wondering why I'm looking at that direction all the time, it's just because my son is here and is watching me do my makeup in front of the camera. So yeah, he's here. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, you heard him? Yeah. He's almost 11. Yeah, big boy. Okay, next up I have to do my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm using my Maybelline Duo, and it has one side a very, very thin tip, and I'm just going to add it to my eyebrows like that. I'm starting at the end here and just filling in the blanks like so, and again on the other side as well. And I can correct it as I go along. What was that? It broke. Oh, that's the first time it happened to me with this. That's strange. Okay, let's take a smaller mirror and continue like that. Okay, and now I have eyebrows, and I'm going to set them with my essence. This is the Lush and Brow. This was clear once upon a time, and now it's the yucky color here, but I still do like it. So I'm just combing my hairs and setting them as I like them. And what I love about this one, that it helps to keep them in their place all day. Okay, so I have eyebrows, and as I said before, I think I'm wearing the foundation about an hour or so, and so we can see this is the Revlon Candid side. It looks good, and this is the MAC side that looks good as well. And ooh, come on guy, focus. Yeah, and yeah, I think so far so good. Now let's do something with those dry lips. Now I have this newbie by Colourpop. This is the lip oil in the shade Bengal. This is it, and this is a lip oil. You can see it. This is a lip oil, and it just gives it this very 1, 2, 3. This is a lip oil. It just tints the lips. So it looks like it's going to be a very dark color, but it is not. It gives moisturizing and a bit of a tint. and my lips were very dry. I have 2 shades of this lip oil by Colourpop. I have this one which is Local Time and this one which is Bengal. Both of them look very strong and bold in their container, but basically they are sheer. This one is a bit more pigmented, but this one is very sheer, and I love them both. They're not drying the lips, they're very comfortable, and love it. Okay, eyes. What are we going to do with the eyes? Okay, of course we have to do a Colourpop eyeshadow. Let's see which one I will choose. I have 3 Colourpop eyeshadows to choose from. I have this one which is Fade Into You. I have Blush Crush. I have The Child. Which one will I use? I think I'm going to go with the blush. It will be better with the lipstick that I have on, and let's try it. So this is Blush Crush, and this is how it looks like. And let's see inside. There is no mirror, and 9 shades. Very beautiful blushy shades. And let's go with the crease, and on the crease I'm going to use Cheek to Cheek, which is this color. Okay, come on guys, zoom in. This color here, Cheek to Cheek, and I'm going to add it to my crease, and there is a lot of fallout, so be aware of that. And I'm just adding it above my crease, and yep, beautiful color. I have another package by Colourpop to open, a newbie, and I will show it to you in a different video. So if you want to see a new package by Colourpop, then stick around for other videos. And there is another package that I just received today from Beauty Bay, so that is coming as well. Okay, I just added, and I'm going to add something light on top of it, and I'm going to take Lovesick, this one here, very nudie shade, and I'm just going to add it like that on top of it. And like so, and I am buffing them together like that. Okay, so next up, let's take a bigger brush, a denser one, and I'm going to use Blush Wine, which is this dark glittery color here, this one here at the end, and I'm going to pack it on my brush like that and add it to the inner corner of my eyelid, just like that. Yep. And again I am just taking and adding to the other side as well, and it has a lot of glitters. So of course always try, if you know Colourpop and if you're looking at the back, well, there aren't any asterisks, so well, in this palette everything is safe for the eyes, because there are palettes that has restrictions about using glitters next to your eyes. So be aware of that. I'll just show you what I mean with another palette, just a second. So, packing this, as I said, in the inner corner. Next up, I'm going to take Made You Blush, which is the middle color here, this one here, and I'm going to take another brush and just, ooh, very, whoa, whoa, wow, look how much fallout there is. Ha! Ton fallout, okay. And this one will go in the outer corner, going in like that. So this is a less dense brush, it's fluffier, so it works well with what I'm trying to achieve here. So, wow, look how much fallout there is. I hope you can see that. Yeah, you can, even though it doesn't zoom. Okay, here you can see the amount of fallout that there is from this shade, which is called, as I said, Made You Blush. Okay, and again, I'm starting at the end and moving inwards like that. And I can feel that I have fallout, even though I tapped the axis. So, okay, I'm just combining the two colors together using the transition shade as well. And of course I'm going to take my buffing brush. Where are you? I took my buffer brush and I'm just going to buff. This is called, I always forget the name, the Big Fluffy. This is by AWB Makeup. And I'm just going back and forth. Like that. Okay. Now I want to take, let's take off the access, and I'm going to take this color, which is called Enamored. Enamored, I don't know what it means. This shade here on my finger and add it to the middle, just tapping it to the middle of the lid between the two shades with my finger. Just like that. Yep. Okay, so is there a shade I didn't use? Yeah, I didn't use How Rough, which is this shade here. Where can I add it? Let's add it also to the inner corner. So I'm just going to take How Rough, which is this shade here. This one here. Let's zoom in. Yep, this one here. Just took it on a flat brush and I'm just going to add it to everything going on at the inner corner. Yep. Okay, well, I have other shades that I haven't used, but I can't use all of them. It will ruin what the effect that I'm going to achieve. So this is Blush Crush. If you want to see swatches of me doing swatches, then let me know in the comment section down below. I'm returning this beautiful thing to keep it safe. And okay, so the eyes are almost done. I just need to add a coat of mascara, and I'm using my Essence Volume Stylist 18 Hours, which is my go-to mascara these days. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. I'm telling you, something is wrong with this camera. Oh, here it is. Now it's focused. But there's something wrong with the camera. I don't know what. Okay, so I'll pop in some mascara and I'll be right back. I'm back with mascara. And this is the final look. I think it turned out beautifully. Now, remember, this is a war between Revlon Candid and MAC. This is, always forget, Studio Fix Fluid. So let's see how they will perform later on today. I don't know if I will film because I'm not sure I'm going to be home, but I will leave everything in the comment section down below, so check it out. If I will be able to film, of course, then I will film and will show it to you, of course. But let's see, I think about hour and a half or hour and 15 minutes. It looks perfect. This is the Revlon Candid. Perfect. And this is the MAC, which is perfect as well. And so far I think we have a tie, but I think it's too soon to know, and I need to check them during the day and see how they perform. But this is the final look, and this is using Blush Crush by Colourpop, and this is the lip oil by Colourpop, and you know everything else because I just showed them to you. Okay, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I'm uploading a new video. That's it for me now, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.